This is the fourth video of our project. Last week we had done a lot of work, got the boss working, the sound was working, we had our menus working. So this week I focused on cleaning up the code a bit and making it a bit more presentable. Now, in the previous version of our code, we had this large chunk of code in the main function doing a lot of things over here. Then we had the menu being designed in the main function as well, and the health bar being designed over here as well. That was not good. So this week I focused on converting a lot of that code into different chunks and making a gameplay screen. This screen runs when the user starts the game, and the menu screen runs when the user opens up the menu. So, and also we'll have a splash screen in the end, which I have not designed yet, but I'll do it very soon, which will come up on the startup of the game. So after putting up the code in the gameplay and the game menu screen, I have only this much code in my main function, and we don't have the health bar or anything else over here, just the main code, this a few lines of this, of functions for initializations, and the sound and media loading codes. So that's all in the main function. Now our gameplay screen has the run function, of course, and I also have so we also have the save functions over here when we save the game, this one. So if the user wants to save the game at any point, so this function runs. And in the game menu screen we have the start function. So when the user starts the game, it shows new game, load game, and quit as the three options. Then we have the middle function. This basically runs if the user presses the escape key during the running of the game. It gives them four options: new game, resume game, save game, and a quit option. And when the user presses save, so we provide the user with 5 different states to save the game. So that was all that was done this week, basically converting all the code that was this badly written code over here into a properly structured code over here. And so we are still doing it, it's not totally done yet, but that was the main work done this week.
Hey guys, so this time we're back with some updates in the game. Last time we had the power-ups coming and they were being selected. This time I added this new feature in which we can fire the missiles on shift when you press shift. Last time we had only the bullets in the user plane that were being fired when you press space. Now we have missiles when you press shift, the left shift. And secondly, we are also able to display the total number of missiles on the screen, as you can see here. New game. This is the new update that I've started working on. So we have all the power-ups, and you can see the health bar which is changing upon the power-ups. We have the missiles that are being fired on shift. The game has started to take a nice shape. However, I'm going to change the sprites of these missiles and the health. Before now, I'm keeping these so that they stay prominent. You can see we already seen the total number of missiles were being displayed on the right side of the screen. So this is for this week. See you next time. Thank you.
Okay, so for this week's video I set up the game menu, which will appear at the start of the game and in the middle of the game when the player wishes to pause the game. In the start function, 3 buttons will appear by the names of new game, load game, and quit. When the user presses the left mouse button on either one of these buttons, as determined by these coordinates, it will either start a new game or load a previously saved game or just quit the game. The function returns a command new, load or quit depending on the user's decision for further use. I render the buttons as shown and then I delete the character arrays created in the beginning. In load function I show 5 game states which were last saved by the user. All steps followed in this function are similar to that of the previous function. The only difference is that we return the command, which is the name of the file, and pass it to the load function. Here we are passing it to the load function. In load function I show 5 game states which were last saved by the user. Middle function will come into play when the user pauses the game. The menu screen will then show resume, new, save and quit buttons. If the user clicks on the save button, it will again show it the 5 game states to save the game into. Clicking on any of the game state will save the game from that point and resume the game.